Let me tell you something that changed my life. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. Now read that again, because success isn't something you chase. It's something you attract by the person you become. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. This powerful idea is at the core of the law of attraction, and it's where most people miss the mark. Wanting success is easy. Everyone wants more money, better health, stronger relationships. But the truth is, wanting alone doesn't move the needle. What really matters is who you become in the process. If you're thinking like a victim, acting out of fear, or filled with doubt, then that's exactly the energy you're putting into the world. And that's what you'll get back. The law of attraction doesn't respond to words. It responds to frequency, mindset, energy, and behavior. When you focus on becoming the kind of person who deserves success, disciplined, focused, kind, resilient, that's when the results begin to shift. You want more opportunities? Start showing up with more preparation. You want better relationships? Start being more understanding and present. It's not about wishing harder. It's about growing stronger. When your inner world changes, your outer world catches up. This is where personal development plays such a critical role. Every book you read, every habit you form, every decision to be better instead of bitter, it all builds the version of you that attracts greater things. The more value you add to yourself, the more value life returns. Like Jim Rohn said, success is something you attract by the person you become. And that's the secret. Change doesn't start outside, it starts inside. You don't have to chase success. You need to grow into someone who pulls it in naturally. Become a magnet for the life you desire by becoming the kind of person that life rewards. When you do that, success is no longer a question of asterisk if asterisk. It becomes a matter of asterisk when asterisk. Belief is powerful, but belief without action is wasted potential. So many people say they believe in success, but their habits tell a different story. They talk about big dreams, yet their daily choices are small, scattered, and reactive. True belief is not just an internal thought, it's a lifestyle. If you believe in your goals, your calendar should reflect it. Your time should be spent wisely, your energy invested carefully, and your focus guarded like treasure. You don't get what you want just because you believe it's possible. You get it when your belief is so strong, it drives your behavior. Think about it. If someone tells you they're committed to building wealth, but they spend hours each day scrolling, complaining, and avoiding responsibility, do they really believe in their own dream? Of course not. Belief must be proven through consistent effort. Your actions are the receipts for your belief. They're the evidence that you're serious. When your behavior aligns with your vision, the law of attraction kicks in, not as magic, but as momentum. You begin to see results, not because you hoped, but because you moved. The world responds not to your hopes, but to your effort. You can visualize success all day long, but if you're not doing the work, success won't recognize you. Every step you take in alignment with your belief adds weight to your intention. It strengthens your energy, sharpens your focus, and tells the universe and yourself that you're ready. That's when the doors start opening. When belief and behavior match, your path becomes clearer, your confidence grows, and opportunities begin to appear. Not because you waited for them, but because you acted in faith and discipline. That's how belief becomes real. Not through words, but through action. Success is never the result of luck or random chance. It's the outcome of preparation meeting opportunity. Most people are waiting for the perfect moment, the big break, or the lucky shot. But those who actually succeed are the ones preparing long before the opportunity ever shows up. The law of attraction works best when it has something to work with. If you're not ready, even the best opportunities will pass you by. And here's the truth. You don't attract what you're unprepared to receive. If your mindset, skills, and discipline aren't at the level of the success you desire, you'll either miss it or lose it. The most successful people treat every day as training. They read, they learn, they practice, and they grow. They aren't waiting to be discovered. They're busy developing themselves. Preparation is the invisible groundwork of success. It's what builds the confidence, clarity, and capability to take advantage of the moments that matter. When you prepare consistently, the law of attraction aligns your path with the opportunities that match your level of readiness. Suddenly, what felt out of reach before starts to feel natural, not because the world changed, but because *U* did. The difference between the dreamers and the doers is that doers are always preparing. They build habits, systems, and skills that position them to win. Even when it looks like nothing is happening, something is. Quiet preparation today becomes loud success tomorrow. So the real question isn't when will success come? The real question is, will you be ready when it does? If the answer is yes, you're already on the right path. Keep preparing, keep showing up, because when your preparation meets the right opportunity, that's when the law of attraction delivers in full. Clarity is power. When you know exactly what you want, and you commit to it with unwavering consistency, you become a magnet for results. Most people drift through life with vague goals, scattered focus, and no real strategy. They're busy, but not productive. They move, but they don't progress. But those who are crystal clear about their goals and pursue them with consistent action begin to attract the people, ideas, and opportunities that move them forward. The law of attraction responds to focused energy. When your vision is sharp and your effort is steady, life starts to align in your favor. There's something magnetic about a person with purpose. You can feel it in the way they speak, the way they carry themselves, and the way they make decisions. They're not guessing, they're moving with direction, and that kind of clarity creates confidence, and confidence is attractive. Add consistency to that equation, and you create momentum. Consistency tells the universe that you're serious, that this isn't a wish, it's a commitment. And once you show that level of commitment, the right doors begin to open. Too many people change their direction every time things get tough. But clarity means you stay on the path, even when it's uphill. Consistency means you keep showing up, even when the results are invisible. That persistence builds strength, and over time, it builds results. Every action reinforces your identity. Every decision shapes your future. And when you show up every day with the same clarity and the same effort, you start to attract a life that reflects that. So get clear about what you want. Be consistent in how you pursue it. That combination becomes a force. And that force draws success to you, not by accident, but by design. The more you grow, the more you attract. That's the essence of the law of attraction, working through personal development. Success doesn't show up because you're lucky. It shows up because you've become the kind of person who draws it in naturally. If you want to attract more, you must first become more. That means working on your mindset, your habits, your discipline, and your emotional strength. Every bit of effort you put into improving yourself raises your value, not just in your eyes, but in the eyes of others and in the way the world responds to you. When you develop new skills, you unlock new opportunities. When you improve your thinking, you elevate your decision making. When you manage your emotions better, you handle stress and setbacks with greater resilience. All of that makes you more attractive, not in appearance, but in energy, in ability, and in presence. You become someone people want to work with, invest in, follow, and support. You don't have to chase success anymore. It begins to seek you out. This is why the journey of success is more internal than external. The more intentional you are about becoming better through books, mentors, challenges, and habits, the more naturally success starts to flow toward you. It's not magic, it's momentum. Each improvement, no matter how small, builds your confidence and sharpens your vision. And that creates a gravitational pull for opportunities that match your level. The mistake people make is wanting more without becoming more. They want high-level results with low-level growth. But the truth is, success is always catching up to the version of you that's ready for it. So invest in yourself every day. Expand your mindset, sharpen your skills, strengthen your habits, When you become more, you attract more. It's that simple. The law of attraction doesn't reward wishful thinking. It responds to aligned action. Thinking positive is powerful, but it's only the first step. Visualization without movement is like aiming a bow with no arrow. You might feel prepared, but nothing will ever hit the target. The truth is, results only come when belief turns into behavior. When your vision fuels your action, that's when the magic starts to happen. You don't attract success by sitting still and hoping. You attract it by acting as if the life you desire is already yours and moving in that direction every single day. Every time you take action toward your goal, no matter how small, you signal to yourself and to the world that you are serious. That conviction creates energy. It builds momentum. It shifts your mindset from waiting to creating. Suddenly, opportunities that seemed invisible before begin to show up. Not because the world changed, but because your effort changed your ability to see and seize them. You have to live your goals, not just dream them. Speak like the person you're becoming. Show up with the discipline that matches your vision. Take responsibility for your choices and act with courage, even when progress is slow. The law of attraction is not a shortcut. It's a tool that works best when your thoughts, words, and actions are all moving in harmony. Consistency in action creates credibility in your journey. People notice. The universe responds. You build trust with yourself and clarity in your path. Over time, you're no longer chasing success, it starts chasing you. Not because of luck, but because you've become a person in motion, guided by intention. The law of attraction rewards those who show up, stay consistent, and act with purpose.